sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons.
2026 Atlanta Falcons.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And he's gonna be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for 1 extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back, and he's very close to a first down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and bring a manageable second down.
And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Giants first down. A gain of 7. First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
It's now second and
Nice
10
example
at
there, Mike, of the
25-yard
quarterback just
line.
being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. On second down, it's Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, and having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones, and you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
A quick throw here going to be taken by London. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. Left side in the hands of London. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Giants 3. Bradley Pinion.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice drive to start. The Giants offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. That's going to be dropped underneath for Singletary. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Dart going to throw it again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Mike Hughes on the return for the Falcons. And this will not be returnable as this kick will go out of bounds. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. That goes for 58.
15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
catch there. Maybe a yard.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Mike, typically speaking, the job of the defensive end on outside run plays is to set the edge of the defense, make everything, try to cut back in. But in this case, he does a great job of actually stringing this play out sideways. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons go out to a 10-3 lead.
Giants 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Mike Hughes brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dart. Now a screen to be set up for Singletary. And he's going to be taken down. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
And the Giants.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field. Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
On 2nd down, Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
3rd down coming up. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Bijan Robinson. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Gonzalez now for the point after.
Extra point.
It's up and good. And the Falcons move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
A shotgun. It's dark. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out of the gun, third down. It's dark. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Slot man gonna move in motion left. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On first down, Dart. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Toss, left side, caught by his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
First down.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Now, a handoff to Singletary. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will cut into that lead.
Giants 6.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It's allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Graham
Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And the Falcons.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half. And I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll go again with Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And they're working together like this. That's the definition of teach tape.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First down.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Another run here for Robinson. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Cousins on the bootleg. That one taken in by London. And he'll take it on in. Great London. Touchdown Falcons.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. The kick is good. And Falcons add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Giants 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field, and he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 24 yards.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Singletary now on first and 10. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Giants.
First down. First and 10.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. They'll run once more with Singletary. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
Falcons 24, Giants 13.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A gain of 10
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They go play action with Cousins. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second down, Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts.
Down and 10 yards.
And it's going to be third down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Giants first down.
One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. On first down, it's Robinson. He'll manage to get to the 33. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
A gain of 4.
And he's been on an
It's now
absolute
2nd and
tear
6.
throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
At the 40-yard line.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd down and 9. Throwing now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there.
Incomplete.
And now it's 4th down.
Coverage by Andrew Phillips.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
7 yards.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. Play action now. It's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
Brought down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Falcons first down.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
So far here today,
line.
putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Give, and here comes Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins now. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 5.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
On third down, here is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Raheem Morris consulting with his staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass.
In punt formation
The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10.
Here's Bijan Robinson,
At their own
and the
28-yard
Falcon
line.
offense set for their next drive. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
You can see the quarterback here. He's saying, hey, man, my bad, my fault. He knew a better ball probably leads to a nice completion. That one got away from him a little bit too much and leads the receiver out of bounds.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Pre-snap,
line.
the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass, balls on target. Nice pickup.
Pitts is the man in motion. And here's Bijan. And he'll be brought down to 45. Javon Holland up to make the
He was
tackle.
brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing his Cousins. 15 yards through the air. First down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time, and I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now, Cousins. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Gonzalez now for the point out.
Extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good, but see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. You'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Tracy. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Dart. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A gain of 6 yards.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
He'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Motion the slot man left. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing lane.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Cousins now on second down. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Cousins gonna throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Loss of a yard.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing now, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
A 31-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. Here is Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So that's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's dark. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
Watch out, watch out, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. Oh, that is terrific.
The Giants
Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's dark. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford. And he is back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead.
Giants 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
On second down, Dart. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
At the 23-yard line.
Third and long. Now Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
67
big play
yards.
for the Giants.
And the Giants
67 yards.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. To the air again goes Dart. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, first down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Throwing again, Dart. And that ball out of reach. Towards the sideline, it'll be an incompletion.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
A 32-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good.
Makes the score.
And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Graham Gano now, following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Cousins to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. What's going on, guys?
Here's Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4.
It's a gain of
and
4.
Bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Cousins now. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.